Welcome back. The Benue state government says it has the capacity to contribute 1.5 million metric tons of rice yearly, which will help reduce the national rice consumption deficit of 4.3 million metric tons. Governor Samuel Otom believes the partnership with the International Fund for Agriculture is yielding great dividends. Meanwhile, the governor of Cross River State has flagged off construction work at the Ogoja rice mill while ensuring that work continues at the Calabar rice city. Professor Ben Ayade is also optimistic that rice importation will be greatly reduced with the establishment of a research center to produce high-quality rice.
This is the Guma 400,000-hectare rice farm in Benue State, north-central Nigeria. There's been an increase in rice production across Benue State, boosted by the state government's partnership with the International Fund for Agricultural Development and the Central Bank of Nigeria's Anchor Borrower Scheme. Governor Samuel Otom is confident that providing funding for rice production anywhere in Benue State will always yield a positive result.
This farm alone, I can assure you, can produce up to 400,000 metric tons of rice. I can assure you that we here in Guma local government can do that. So others can take advantage. And I tell you that in Benue State, almost everywhere is good for rice production.
The combined harvesters bring in the seeds, while those who specialize in winnowing add value to the process. When harvests come in from other parts of the state, Benue hopes to produce up to 1.5 million metric tons of rice every year.
The only problem was that the pricing was very poor. That was why our people left it. Otherwise, if the pricing is good, if you can break even and make profit from your farm produce, I can assure you that 1.5 million metric tons of rice a year can be produced in Benue State.
Besides the expected increase in rice production, the Rural Finance Institution component will increase the economic powers of beneficiaries.
We compare the assets they had before they joined the program and the assets they now have. We compare the income, their capital income before they joined the program, what they have now. And on the whole, many of them have acquired many assets, ranging from building houses when they had none before, to acquiring a motorcycle, to acquiring a grinding machine and all sorts of assets.
In the South-South, Cross River State Governor Ben Ayade is also optimistic that dependence on rice importation will soon be a thing of the past. His vision for Cross River is to host a research center for the production of hybrid rice.
That if Nigeria remains focused on rice production, we shall indeed get out of the woods, and our continuous dependence on foreign rice will be a thing of the past. The people of Ogoja will lead that fight, will lead that struggle, will lead that battle. In this rice mill in Ogoja, we're just not setting a rice mill. It's actually a rice mill city. This is the first rice mill in the whole of Africa. And please put me on record. This is the first rice mill in the whole of Africa that will have a vitaminization plant. So what you have is that with the vitaminization plant, specific vitamins and nutrients are going to be incorporated. And this is the first plant that is having that plant in the whole of Africa.
Rice is one of the commodities which has become difficult to bring into the country owing to the restriction of forex for its importation. Experts want states with potential in agriculture, especially rice cultivation, to take advantage of funding windows such as the one provided by IFAD to ensure abundance of the staple food in the years ahead.
And to party politics in the Southwest, and soon after the court judgment that Mr. Itayo Jegede is now the official candidate for governorship of the People's Democratic Party in Ondo State, wild jubilation erupted across the state. Women and youth took to the streets, commending the decision of the appeal court. In Akure, the capital city, hundreds of women chanting songs of victory walked through major streets, praising the action of the appeal court. Mr. Itayo Jegede was elected candidate of the party in a convention held in Akure, the capital city, supervised by the Independent National Electoral Commission, but INEC had published the name of Mr. Jimoh Ibrahim by order of a court. That order has been superseded now by the appeal court, and Mr. Yitayo Jegede is the governorship candidate of the PDP for the Ondo State governorship elections. Again, history has been made in the ancient city of Ile-Ife in Osun State as the Oni of Ife unveils what he says is Nigeria's tallest statue. Addressing sons and daughters of Ile-Ife, the traditional ruler challenged every Nigerian to do what is possible to return the cultural values of the historical kingdoms of Nigeria.
Gathered here at the Oni's palace as sons and daughters of Ile-Ife. They're here to witness the unveiling of the Moremi statue, which was molded 100% by natives. And the Oni sees this as an example of looking inwards in pursuing construction projects, especially at this time of recession.
The only way you can prove your heritage, your culture, is through scientific proof, carbon dating, and through artifacts. We have artifacts of Moremi, and how can you carbon date? It is from the soil where our ancestors lived that archaeologists and anthropologists can prove it. And I'm very proud to tell the entire Yoruba race and the entire African race that work is ongoing to prove the age-long existence of one of the greatest ancestors in black race.
The Baccalaureate Professor Wale Soyinka was named Ife Cultural Ambassador, represented by his daughter, who bears the same name with the Ife legendary Princess Moremi, expresses delight at the gesture and sues for greater passion for cultural uplift, especially among the youth.
The whole ceremony today brought home to me what it means to be a well-brought-up, hard-working, diligent achiever, because that's what Moremi was. And I have learned that she wasn't just a heroine to Ile-Ife, but to the world.
A member of the Nigerian Tourism Development Center, Miss Delita Whitfield, who is of Jamaican descent, expressed optimism that the statue will open seamless opportunities for serious tourism development in the country.
When I knew the history of the Statue of Liberty in America, and I knew that she was a black woman, and then to see our own put up in Africa, the home of mankind, is just absolutely, absolutely awesome for me.
The imposing Moremi statue, a sight to behold both during the day and at night, stands at 42 feet and made with locally sourced materials and constructed by Ife natives, is said to be the tallest in Nigeria and the third in Africa in terms of height.
That's today's edition of News Across Nigeria. Thanks for watching. I'm Olumide Macaulay.